There's a wink and a nod to them always. Would neo-Nazis and white supremacists applaud Donald Trump's response? Yeah. See if you could see the actual. Does it show the actual text of what they wrote? Because
quote from the editor here, right there.
He refused to even mention anything to do with us. Reporters were screaming at him with the white nationalism when he just walked out of the room. Huh.
Right.
There was an actual article that they wrote on one of those websites. Trump's comments were good. He didn't attack. That's it. He didn't attack us. Just said the nation should come together. Nothing specific against us. He said that we need to study why people get so angry and implied that there was hate. ... on both sides! ! So he implied that the Antifa are haters.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so that energized them in a way. And I mean, there's no secret that they support him. You know, my friend Alonzo Bowden has a very funny quote. He's a comedian. He goes, "Not all Trump supporters are racist, but all racists are Trump supporters."
Right.
I mean, it's a great quote, and there's political power in that. Whether or not Trump is a racist, or whether it's the wink and the nod to that side, that is the only wink and the nod that they're getting. I mean,
or even insufficient denunciation,
yes.
which was kind of what did. There's a Canadian journalist named Faith Goldy who got fired from Rebel Media for being accused of being too cozy with Daily Stormer type. She did a podcast with crypto, and I listened to the podcast very carefully. She was actually one of the people that was supposed to be a panelist on this free speech talk, so that put us in a real bind. But
what happened in the podcast?
Well, what happened was, in my estimation, was that she didn't properly fulfill her role as critical journalist. It was sort of like a discussion with your friendly neighborhood neo-Nazi. And what I mean by that is she didn't ally herself with any of the purported aims of the neo-Nazi people she was talking to. But I think she failed to criticize them sufficiently. She didn't ask the tough questions, you know. Now, that was it was a fatal error. I mean, she got fired from Rebel Media, and it's going to have terrible repercussions for her. Although she may land on her feet. But
and Rebel Media is very conservative as well, right?
It's certainly by Canadian standards. Yeah, that's right. No, Rebel Media it imploded in the aftermath of Charlottesville because of what Faith Goldy did with the Daily. It wasn't even the Daily Stormer. It was a group called Crypto, but they're associated with the Daily Stormer. So she went on there, which I think you could make a case that that's okay as a journalist. You can go talk to neo-Nazis, but the question is, how do you talk to them? And the answer to that is, you point out their agenda. You don't allow them to masquerade as friendly, innocent people. You can't do that. And so I would say she damned herself by insufficiently criticizing the villains. It was something like that.